What's up? Here we are. It's a beautiful Wednesday. Perfect day to hit some home runs, right? Perfect day to knock the ball out of the park. And we got a couple of different spots that we're going to hit when it comes to home run bets. We've got the NBA tonight, NBA playoffs, as it's just been insane, the drama and everything that's come with it. James Harden is exactly who you and I thought he was. And oh, by the way, we have an amazing deal going on as well. As you know, yesterday, a couple of people hit their home run bets. A couple of folks out there, including myself, right? And Greg Ehrenberg. Got to give Greg some love. So we have introduced here Dinger. It's live. You can get 1 week of PortfolioEV for $1. Just use code Dinger. That's it. Now, I'll remind you throughout here, we're not going anywhere. But that's the biggest thing that you need to know right now, right away, is, yeah, you can get in with Dinger. Dylan Cruz, under a half hit. Nice little hit parlay, pardon me. Same game hit parlay. Are we doing this on Onyx? Dylan Cruz, James Wood, and CJ Abrams all going hitless. That's pretty good. That's right away at the start. Nikola Jokic under 1.5 threes at plus 114. That's our top NBA bet of the night right here. You could also see a couple of others. Hits are popping today. It's all unders fading. Oh, and look at this. All right, we've got our ladder. We didn't have to go far. Jabari Smith is in the house right now. And what we're going to do is, you can see, we can get a good deal. I can't bet at PointsBet. PointsBet's not real. They're a creative book. DraftKings and Onyx are real. And we can roll in there. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good for you. Go golfing, brother. You deserve it. Absolutely. Make sure you sign up, use Dinger, all that ahead of time, but go out there and enjoy your life, my friend. That's what this is all about. So Jabari Smith, we're going to go over 7.5 points. Now, I'm going to take this sucker over at Onyx because I can get a little bit more down at Onyx than I can at DraftKings. It's the same bet, the same odds. So go right to Houston. Go right to over 7.5 points, all right, for Jabari Smith. At minus 130, we're still in there. And then the beauty of this, of course, is that we're going to take that over 7.5 to now over 9.5. So we're going to run 8+ points at 130, right? And we're going to run a half unit here at plus 150. Over 9.5 in. Congratulations. You just successfully ran a 2-leg, 2-rung ladder. I'm telling you, man, at right now, the odds that we're getting at minus 130, that's edge. We've just created the edge. That's how it works. That's how this whole thing works. Pretty simple, right? That's why we want to get you in. I didn't see any home runs popping right away, but you know what? That's why we're here. We're here to hit some homers. So what do we have available to us today? I think it's a live MLB boost that's available. We do have some early baseball. So as you know, whenever we have an early slip, we try to get in ahead of time. And we're going to just see if we can find some value here. If there's any edge, Mason Wynn. Well, I don't know who Mason Wynn. You don't need to know who Mason Wynn is. Just need to know that's a good bet. That's a great bet right there. See, I can get into Onyx. I got to get into FanDuel. But as we slowly cruise here, I'm just looking right away. The first thing I'm looking for is just any actual value in our first play. Is there any actual value in the early games? Can we get in on the early games? Nothing so far. We're going to have our no sweat to play around with too. Nothing. Trey Sweeney. There's a little movement there with Trey Sweeney. I like that. I can get behind that. All right. Can work with that. There's something there. Trey Sweeney. See what else we can work with here. That's just one guy. And again, you can bounce around different games. This game here at 210 just to see. Trey Sweeney here. Launch angle is atrocious. He's not doing much. Good thing is he's not striking out and he's drawing walks. So at some point, he's going to hit that second home run this year. Maybe today. Maybe this afternoon. Why not us? Why not Trey Sweeney? What is this? 50% profit boost from Bill Simmons. Yikes. I'd rather be thrown off a roof. I do see, though, there's some other stuff popping. By the way, Sung J M to win, Jacob Bridgman to win. You're welcome. You're welcome. If you're betting on the Byron, go ahead. Tail. We've been pretty good. 3 outrights this year. Just saying. Just saying. All right, Trey Sweeney is our first bet. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, appreciate you big time. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. That goes a mile. Any comments you have, any questions you have about how to work the tools and what to do with the tools, we're here for you. Nothing early on from a number standpoint. We can't even get in with Nervous Purvis. Oof. Okay. We're getting deeper into here. At least we got Sweeney involved. Man. Come on. Here we go. Julio Rodriguez. Trey Sweeney all the way at plus 750. We go with the tools. We go with what they tell us. So Julio Rodriguez, let's look at this one here. Julio Rodriguez, you can see 2.3% edge, the price that it should be versus what it is, right? We also know that, the game itself, we can look at that Mariners game, but this is just a great option for us. Like right away, this is a really good bet for us because we're getting ahead of it. We're getting ahead of the price, the actual price. And on home runs, it's just as important as it is with bets like hits, points in the NBA or anything else. So it's vital that we pay attention to this shit. Vital. Just pop it in. Want to see what's going on? We got a flash sale going today. $1 gets you in 1 week of Portfolio EV. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And all you need to do is use code DINGER, which is exactly what Julio Rodriguez is going to do. Look, man, we're targeting guys who are smoking the ball, the launch angle, just not there. It's in Seattle. Hitter friendly. We get that, especially if you get the right matchup. Angels pitcher today is not the best matchup per se, but he's not blowing anybody back. Look, these are the numbers that you'd have to be concerned about. The fact that he might be pressing, make a mistake, trying to avoid that walk, which he's given up, try to get that extra punch out, which has been eluding him. To be fair, Emerson Hancock is a pinata in his own right, but we don't really have a number on the other side. So let's get one more on the early action. Wow. We're not going to bet Luis Arias again. All right. That's not going to be a thing now. Every single day, we no sweat Luis Arias until he hits one. Guy will be good for like 6 jacks this year. We'll be losing money left and right. Mitch Garver. Now, again, we're in this game still. So at some point, we're going to have to make a choice. I think no, I'm okay with J-Rod. I'm okay with Julio here. We'll stay on this and see if there's anything else outside of that game, although we're running out of time. Now we're at 6:10. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to use the power of Portfolio EV as we just did to bring up 2 guys on our slip, Trey Sweeney and Julio Rodriguez. And we're going to go back and originate a play for us. So that's 3. Those are our 3. We're going to combine the power of origination with the 2 plays from Portfolio EV. I think that's going to go over great, to be honest with you. What's up, Jamie? Good to see you. Good to see you. 10:18 a.m. Oh, he was going golfing that early. Jeez. Well, he's missing the show. What the hell's wrong with you, man? Where'd you go? Got our Jabari Smith ladder in 8+, 10+ over at Onyx. So hopefully you tailed on that. Our NBA ladder is locked. We also we've got 2 jacks right now loaded, locked and loaded. Feel great about that. We need one more. So let's go back to the early game. We got a bandbox in Cincinnati. Let's see the pitchers here. Brady Singer and Miles Michaelis. I mean, this guy is just ready to be hit. You could go lefty, righty, but I don't even know if it matters. I really don't. I mean, we could start with Austin Hayes, the righty, right. Again, I just don't think it matters. The switch with Ellie on the left side. You've got Matt McClain, who is raking too. If we targeted a lefty hitter, it's not going to be Gavin Lux. You'd have to start looking down here And it doesn't even need to be lefty so much as if you can get a number. Lineups are going to be out pretty soon. Marte's not bad, but if I'm not going to go lefty-righty and just go righty-righty, I might as well target one of these guys up top who's at least got the launch angle to go with it. Spencer Steer, another one too that you're kind of justifying here. TJ, not enough pop. I think we're okay. I mean, look, again, it's probably going to be Hayes or McLean at this point. Not going to target Austin Wynns right now to hit his fourth home. Although, my God, I mean, you talk about take advantage of opportunity. So we've used 2 so far from PortfolioEV, and now we're just trying to match another one here. We can go. Let's look and see. I mean, Colorado is another great place to look at. Chase Dollander, the dollar store is in full effect right now. I think he gets pushed around. You're going to have that rando homer in Colorado from a Rocky like we saw with Togliach, simply just because. But if we wanted to look at attacking Chase Dollander, the dollar store, and go with maybe a left, I mean, that barrel rate at 19.4. Holy shit. Again, it's the sample size is what you work with. But if we wanted to attack here, I mean, think about this. We could probably get a really good number on Ozzie Albies. Just not quite there so far. This is still a buy low opportunity, but holy shit. Let's look at this real quick. You know, Ozzie Albies right there. The launch angle is there. He hasn't really been smoking it. I'm curious to see, as we're all about hitting some jacks today. And we've got 2 locked in so far in Trace Sweeney and Julio Rodriguez. The numbers, let's make sure the numbers actually work. I mean, Ozuna's 310. Even Matt Olson and Austin Riley, right? Like you want it to be above 300 so that you can put some money on the parlay, hit 1 and still profit. Marcell Ozuna is 3-1 right now. I don't hate it if I was to look at the top. You know, Olson and Riley, it's just they're getting to be judge level numbers. But Ozzie Albies is plus 480. I think that's what I'm running with. Again, this is a buy low spot for a guy's launch angle is there. He hasn't been hitting well, but you know what? He's been making contact, right? You're looking at a guy who's got a 12.5% K rate this year and is struggling. I think we got Albies, to be honest with you, and that gets us in a really good spot right here. So we're going to do this. 25 a pop or a quarter unit a pop, however that breaks down for you for each one of them, right? All we need to do is hit 1. If we hit Julio, we break even, right? Man. And then we'll put 15 on the parlay. $15 to win $3,600. That seems about right. Cost us $90. Again, we hit Julio, we make $10. That's it. Hopefully you're tailing. Hopefully you're following along. If you missed it, you let me know. I'll post the screenshot of it, but this is a beauty right here. Plus 24, 550. $15 to win 36.70, something to that effect. And then you also have these individual ones, right? Albies, and that's what we ran. So we ran Ozzie Albies. We ran Julio Rodriguez. This is the early slate, meaning like by the time you get to the show that I do with John Heislop, these guys are already going to be in action. And hopefully we're already in a good shape right there. I mean, that's at 4 Eastern. So hopefully we're in good shape. Some of these guys have already cashed. All right. Any questions you have about the tools? Any questions you have about building a portfolio or just finding the top bets? As you see, we'll go back and look. Anything else that's popping in this game tonight? Westbrook, you can get ahead of him under 16.5 PRA. I know a lot of talk about Russ and the ups and downs, the volatility of it. I can imagine that you're going to get some pretty decent CLV, and you can see this is at 16.5. The exchanges are already down to 14.5. James Harden rebounds. The guy's just awful. teams continue to pay this guy to do stuff in the playoffs, and he continues to remind people that it's just not going to happen. That he's just not going to be able to do anything of value in the playoffs. I got you. Give me a second here. Let me put it up. We're not doing anything. We're not doing anything at all crazy, right? We're just looking at these 3 bets. All right, let me put this in here so I can get it up there for you. The screenshot's going to be beautiful. Again, Ozzy Albies, run through this. Yep, I got you, buddy. As soon as we get this thing posted, I'm using the majority of my bandwidth today, apparently, on the broadcast, and that's why we can't get it up there. Trey Sweeney, I know you're like, who the hell? Who's the other guy? What? Here it is. So you can see it. Trey Sweeney, Ozzy Albies, Julio Rodriguez. We're locked in. Boderick, appreciate you being here. I'm happy to help. Rusty, you know it. We love you. So anything you need, we're here for you. That goes with everybody else. If you want to hit the thumbs up button in return, that would be beautiful. Subscribe. You can do a lot with the tools and find a lot of value here. In fact, let's build some parlays before we get out of here, right? Oh, wait, we've got a no sweater available to us on DraftKings. We got to take advantage of that. Let's go back here. Make sure we bet this. Now, I didn't see it. It's not going to be Luis Arias. I can tell you that. If I get burned on another Luis Arias home run today, so freaking be it, because he's not going to hit another one for like 2 weeks. So I'm not going to say I apologize or anything like that. Nonsense. Sports books. I have them all posted here, right? Because I want to see what's available to me. But let's just see if there's any bet early on since we've refreshed that is popping on DraftKings. Because if not, then we're going to have to go later. Or maybe we just find something and originate it. I'm going fast here, so I apologize about the vertigo, but don't worry. The 1-2 colors that I can distinguish would be the red and green. No green yet. There we go. Luis Arias. It ain't going to happen, folks. Give me something. And Onyx is the same. Mitch Garver. Ooh, that was new. That one is recent. That one just popped up. That's a pretty good one, to be honest. If you're just looking for a solo home run play, you can bang it with Mitch Garver there. Here we go. Ryan O'Hearn. Oh, I thought that was green. I apologize. Just more red. More of the red. Same red. We just need one in the green for Onyx or DK, and we're in good shape. And if we don't have one, we don't have one. That's fine. Joey Bart. Here you go. Nico Horner. It's not a massive edge by any means. I'm not racing to bet a 16-1 play, but at the very least, we know, okay, that's got some value. If you were, that's got a little value there. Let's go back. Ian Happ. There you go. Later games are going to be popping some for sure. So that's where we're going to see some value, I think, with DraftKings and Onyx. And we'll just flip that around. Yandy Diaz, by the way, not a bad play. Christopher Morel, you see these are chalkier, I guess, numbers, but they're going to work. Danny Jensen, I mean, you could just run a little same game action too. Anything at all at night? Can we get something here popping for DraftKings? Okay, Rafael Devers. I know he hit one last night, but it's going to be Vlad. Man, it's going to be Vlad. DraftKings and FanDuel are offering you the same thing. All right, let's not get nuts or crazy here. Is DraftKings down, or is it just the fact that it's going to be Vlad? Vlad is our no sweat. Or you can do Tristan Casas, or you can do both. In fact, I think what we're going to do for a no sweat is Vlad and Casas. Oh, this is going to be a thing of beauty, folks. Wait until you see this. Man, we're just loading up. Absolutely loading up. This is going to be beautiful. I just want to see the final number here. What it should be, at least. 4,300. I can promise you that's not what DraftKings is going to give us. We're going to get taxed. But you know what? Such is life in the no sweat game. You either have a boost or you don't. 3,600. 3,600. Holy shit, that's a ripoff. This should be 4,300 and it's 3,600. The good news is that it's better than what FanDuel is charging overall. But my God, and I got news for you. BetMGM ain't giving you 4,356 either. I'm going to use this as my no sweat. See what I can get down. I got a quarter of it down. I got a quarter unit down. $25 to win $900. Bang. This is it. Hopefully you have paid attention. Hopefully you are following along. Hopefully you can see how easy it is to build tickets, to build plus EV tickets. Yeah, I'm with you, Rusty. Honestly, brother, you know, we're on other places, we're on other platforms. Maybe the YouTube folks just think that, you know, hey, this is free, so I can freeload. But go ahead and check it out, because I think Rusty's right. This is not working. So before I scold people for not hitting the like button, let's just give it a shot, because I can work on the tech side. We've got a direct pipeline to the tech support over at YouTube and let them know, hey, something's wrong. Something's not working. So let's do that. Let's make sure that that works at the very least, and then we can move from there. But great call, Rusty. Appreciate you alerting the masses that something ain't right. All right, so let's recap. We built a Jabari Smith ladder over 7.5 points, over 9.5 points over at Onyx. We just hit you with the no sweater over at DraftKings, which is Vlad and Casas to go long. 36-1 odds. We'd like better odds, but such is life in the no sweat game. And then our big one here, the parlay that we built specifically only for you, is this one right here. Trey Sweeney, Ozzie Albies, and Julio Rodriguez. We took the power of PortfolioEV and we combined it with an original pick as well. And I think you can have a lot of fun doing that. Moving forward, that's really the name of the game here. Any other questions you have, you can let me know. You can follow me on Twitter at ShanderBets. One more reminder here. This is a very simple step. Very simple. Yeah, we got in on the ladder. Is this thing on? Emax in the house. What up? By the way, I'll leave you with this. Flash sale, $1 for a week. Use code DINGER. Greg and I opened this up for you yesterday. A couple of Red Sox going long, and now we're right back into that game in Toronto. So appreciate you all being here as always. We'll see you. We're back at the regular time. I know we had to move some stuff. I was having some issues with the lagging here, but we're in the office now. We're good. We're back 9 a.m. We'll keep it moving. We'll keep building on early days. Make sure you check me out at ShanderBets. Have some golf stuff coming out this morning. Have a great one.